Well, hello there. I would like to make for you leasing your next vehicle very easy and, more importantly, done fairly. Mike Sirois at fairlease.org. You're not going into some dealership and dealing with some guy who's just doing curls and banging Monster Energy all day.
Wants your email and your
He's got to
phone
go
number.
talk. He wants more than that. He's looking over at your wife with wandering eyes. You know, he's saying, "I'm going to talk to the manager." What does that mean?
And
Feels like a euphemism.
Why do you wink when you say that, sir?
Also, yeah.
Don't wink when you say you're going to.
Why'd my wife dress like this if we were coming to buy a car? Now I'm insecure. None of this has to happen. You can just do this at fairlease.org from your phone, from the bathroom, anywhere you'd like. It's the easiest way to lease your next vehicle. Maybe you're in a trade-in situation, or a lease you don't like. They'll help you buy out of it right there. Maybe you own a business. You're looking for a fleet. Do like Travis at Community. You can lease a vehicle for your company at Fairlease. The website, Mike, is fairlease.org.
Fairlease, they're on your side, but no one thinks you have the stuff.
Fairlease,
There's only one. You don't have to play both of them.
I like both of them.
no one thinks you have the stuff.
You love it, son of a bitch.
No one thinks you have the stuff. I needed that today.
Oh, man.
I needed it.
Guess what I needed? You. This is The Dumb Zone for Thursday's July 24th. It appears to be show 401. I'm Jake Kemp.
I'm Mike Sirois.
I'm Blake Jones.
Love it.
First time I got it.
Just jumping right in there. You know him. You love him, folks. From the Cirque du Sirois program, heard Tuesdays and Thursday nights live at 8 o'clock on YouTube. It's that boy Sirois.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you. What a kind intro. All I thought on the way in was he's going to do the thing and I have to be ready to say my name.
Like
all
that.
I thought about.
You know, some people are like, I don't know if I should say it. And they're right. They're right. You should be leery. Am I up for this?
Well, when you're on the guest thing, even as a guest, not even just as a sit-in, I've still not been sure.
That felt good, though.
You free? Exactly. I was ready.
It's all downhill from here, Mike.
What'd you have for dinner last night? I've just been asking people that lately.
It's funny you bring that up because there's two reasons I want to answer that question. Number one, I ate at a place called the Gaylord Texan.
No call, my man.
And it's the very first time in my life I've ever set foot in there.
It's probably a little bit, if you live in Grapevine, which I do, a little bit JFK Memorial.
Yeah.
But I do have children, so it was definitely a thing growing up. The ice thing was a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Around the time I was in high school.
That's all Christina talked about was the ice
It was a big
sculptures
deal.
at Christmas time.
So there's that, and really just everything at Christmas time. The water park there, incredible.
Is it right on the right when you pull on property? Okay, because I saw some slides.
Yeah, I mean, why I say incredible? It's a good water park. It's at a resort water park. It's solid.
Yeah.
Right? It's not Schlitterbahn.
No, God, no.
Hey,
What?
Schlitterbahn's awesome.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what he
Okay,
said.
good.
Schlitterbahn's the go. Schlitterbahn is the go enjoy as an adult water park.
I've only been there once, and I loved it. And I love an ice water slide.
Your group trip soon? Oh,
Do they
maybe?
do adult?
You coming to my birthday party, bud?
I am.
We may be going to we may be bonding it.
Is that close enough?
It was down the street.
Okay, in. Do they do adult swim at water parks ever? I'm sure they do, right?
What do you mean?
Like adults only.
Oh,
Like a certain day, or like after.
It's a good question.
3 p.m. or however you want to do it.
It's a good question. You
I
know
know
about
Some adult nights here.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they serve
Cool.
some beers, and then you don't have to wait in line all day, and you can.
now, just so you know, the Bond will serve you alcohol during the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think my brother and I each took down a nice yard-long Frozen, or two, I think, in the line for one new ride, and that was tough.
They still have the ones where you have to like pair up.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's kind of weird.
It's just a weight. It's a weight thing, right? They build the ride where it's like a minimum of 250 or something, or it'll fly off.
Yeah, and
But the good thing about water slides is,
But are you going by yourself?
pick your side. No,
well, I feel like
but
you do want that option if you want like max speed. Like Sirois solo on a 3-person, 4-person ride, he's flying.
I'm dense.
But you know, I don't worry about. You ever seen the videos of guys flying off the water slide? There's one down in the hill country. It's just a curve, and a guy just takes off. But water slide, I don't fear death at all. Somehow I feel like flying off. I might even just kind of walk up.
Oh, you're gonna land it?
But
Just
for me,
Carrie Strug it at worst.
basically, yeah, everyone's clapping. But to me, the roller coaster is now basically the guillotine.
Certain death.
Yeah, by that way.
I think I'm done with roller coasters too. I think the last one I went on, I was like, you know what, I'm done. Because I did start to black out when you do this hard corkscrew and you start to get pin vision. I'm like, what the hell is this? They're too good now.
I almost fainted trying to get an IV last week.
I saw still images on your
tough scene, man.
accounts.
You ever been that guy? Like I had a buddy who would
IV
always
guy?
faint when we would give blood.
No.
It's a late in life thing that
Oh, really?
it's never happened to me up until 2 weeks ago and that time.
I used to be scared of needles when I was a kid, but I'm less so now, actually. I'm okay with, I guess, having blood drawn, but giving blood, I guess, when they leave it in there, like an IV,
Yeah.
if we're talking half an hour plus, I'm not interested in that at all.
So dinner.
Oh, yeah. So I sat by the river walk, the fake river walk at the Gaylord.
Listen, don't you
very
just
small.
walk in there and feel like this is exactly where the college football playoff should be designed every year?
It was bigger than, I don't know, it was impressive. But I did think, because I get lost on where the hell I am, and I didn't even know where it was exactly, and I drove right by where you live. And I was like, what if I just, knowing that we're doing this today, I'm like, what if I just, old school, like 80s, just came and knocked on your door? No text, no nothing.
That would have made my night.
How would you react to that?
Like, would it give me the time ballpark? Like before or after?
About 8.
That would have been fine. You would have
would've been
enjoyed
okay?
that. You would have enjoyed
Because
that.
I still haven't seen the house redone. I know you want to.
I would love to have you there
Yeah.
for that. I think we adopt the summer nights up here, and I'm fine with this. We're a lot loosey-gooseier with, like, during the school year, I have a hammer. Like, there's a time people go to bed, and if they have you know what I mean? But with the summer, like, I don't care. They're getting up later.
Yeah.
So it's still fun time.
He
It's
would've-
still pool time.
Sorry would have riled him up.
I know,
Yeah.
but I don't mind
Throwing
that.
him into the pool. Yeah.
Honestly, they kind of just go to sleep when they're tired now. I mean, you could put them in bed, but I don't even want to get into the Carter thing. It's maybe, if this is still going on a month from now, I'm probably going to have to take a week off from the show and, like, send him to a black site or something.
What's going on?
He hasn't been asleep for longer than, like, an hour and a half consecutively. I mean, he just, now that he can get, we had to change his bed out of the crib. He was too big. Now he can get out. So an hour and a half into the night, every night, he does.
Really?
And he doesn't just chill. He's like,
Did he come get you?
oh, yeah.
Does he come wake you up? Like, if
Yeah.
you're asleep, that's his primary mission?
Yeah, my daughter would come get in bed.
Yeah.
Not him. He's action boss.
I almost came by, and I was
Sucks.
like, how weird is it for
it
a
would have
friend,
been so cool.
a friend to knock on your door? Like, it just never happens anymore.
It's very true.
You know?
My mom hated it.
Anytime somebody knocked,
The house wasn't clean.
oh, that's a good Southern Texan Christian woman.
Yeah.
there.
Just
Oh,
had
no.
stuff.
Guilt.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she'd just go into her bedroom, close the door.
Shame. Just sit in shame.
Yeah.
I got fucking psycho dogs, too. That's my biggest issue.
Yeah.
Christina's dog more than Simon, mine. So it's like, I can't really let you in because, I don't know, 10% chance he tries to take a nip off your calf.
Well, I would have loved that. So, you know, the mystique is now gone. If
Yeah.
it happens later, should you find yourself at your quarterly Rotary Club meeting
Maybe
at the
tonight.
Gaylord Texan.
Might swing by tonight.
So you don't belong there. That's a place
I had a
for
friend, a college friend in town. who
Okay.
They put him up there, and I'm like, you know what? I've never been. We want to meet for a drink, so I'm like, cool. I'll come check it out.
There are actually some cool bars there. I mean, it's built for not only families but convention people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There was a big medical insurance convention that he was in town for, and I'm just like, fuck, stop telling me what you do.
I've told you
Before
about
the first bite.
Have I told you about my idea? I don't know if they ever executed this, but my wife and her friends were going to have one of their, like, wine nights just be a series of them giving, like, 10-minute PowerPoint presentations on what they do for a job. Because they really, like, nobody really knows.
Yeah.
Like, my friend, he's kind of in this, I guess. If you asked me to kind of give you a rough outline of his day,
No.
no idea.
And then you just kind of out of courtesy ask.
Like, I
"Oh,
know-
man, what are you up to? And then they start, and I'm like, oh, God, I should
Right.
have fucking asked that.
It's the Chappelle thing, though, on voting. Because, like, you know, you could get the guy fired, divorced, you know everything about the guy. You're like, oh, yeah, I don't know. He's in insurance. Okay, so what's step 2 there? You said there was two things, 2 notes. What'd you have for dinner?
No,
God?
I think step 1 was that my first time ever at Gaylord.
Okay.
Step 2 was I literally considered knocking on your door just to see if it'd be weird.
Well,
But it's fun. It's nice. I have no need to go back.
it probably won't happen.
Yeah, I don't need to till the ice sculptures are up.
You were you visited Gaylord with the boy, right?
No.
Actually, I feel happy about that because I would have been mad if you'd been that close and not come by.
Yeah.
That's good.
I haven't gone over there. I'm still on my Chuck E. Cheese monthly pass.
There you go.
So,
From this past weekend.
yeah, trying to make the most of that. I did have something that I witnessed in my neighborhood that I wanted to bring to the show. First, I had a neighbor ring my doorbell at 7:45, and I need a ruling on when the earliest you can ring someone's doorbell is.
Say the
because
time again?
7:45 ain't
Okay.
it.
No, that's not acceptable.
Just to bring over a booster seat for kid number 2. Very nice gesture, but I did not appreciate being woken up.
Doing you the favor, like you would ask for a booster seat?
Yeah, we're about to have second kid. We need another Duna base that he had. But
Boy, it's right on the line, though.
No, that's way in front of the line.
I think so.
What day of the week?
It was
Yesterday?
whatever yesterday was.
A weekend, I'll
Wednesday.
give you. That's too early. But, I mean, 7:45, like,
What's your line?
My preferred line, or what I respect is like an okay line.
What's
I would
like
think
the
9:30 would be the acceptable window.
I was thinking 9,
yeah.
that's crazy, you guys. Like,
but you would ring someone's doorbell at.
well, I don't
7:30?
know. I think that there's probably a lot to this story. Could they have just left this item on your front porch without
Yeah.
ringing the doorbell? That's
Yeah.
a
But
theft
he-
concern.
he's a chatty Cathy.
Whoa,
See,
so that's
that's
have to talk to
That's
at 7:45?
kind of what I was getting
That's it's
at. Is
kind of
that
why I avoid him.
the guy or person, whatever, who might think like, I'll ring the doorbell at 7:45. Once they've done that,
Right.
they also think like, did you see the game last night?
Yeah.
It needs to happen. So no, I would not do either of those things. But
But do they back down when you
Well, let
show
me-
up in just your boxers with a huge boner?
oh my gosh,
You're like, what? They don't want to talk about the Rangers then.
do you think it's weird? Like when you were a kid, would you go out and get the paper in your underwear?
I
Because I did.
think so.
And now I think about it, like I would be so creeped out if I drove through my neighborhood and just saw like a strapping 8-year-old.
Double take. Dude, I remember when I was
Just let's flip up your glass.
like you saw Killer in a swimming pool.
Yeah.
Dude, when I was a kid, we got the Miami Herald, right? And it kept not showing up. And my dad, in his head, launched this conspiracy theory that the neighbor was stealing it. David something. And I always remember David stealing my effing paper. And he went out one day and was like, did that. Me on a
Amber Alert.
Amber Alert.
Lift the blind.
He's just standing out there waiting. And I was with him, like on a stakeout, and we see fat ass David walking to our yard. And my dad in a robe just busts out the front door. Like David Cannonball. You
cut that. I knew it.
I said it. He may have already confronted him prior to this. I have no idea. And David just like drops the paper. Drops the paper, and the robes flip. They're like two robes.
They got to live
Like
next
running.
to each other for
And you can hear
however long.
The door slam.
Morning, David. Hey. That's all.
Vividly remember that.
And then the other
The
thing.
stakeout, though, is the funniest part.
So I got a chatty Cathy on one side. On the other side,
Can I say one thing?
sure.
What about the lawn mowing guy? Like, I feel like that's way more aggressive, and I routinely hear a blower or a lawnmower at 7:30.
See, I
Maybe it's not as localized, so it's not going to wake you up. But I think
There's the practical
I do.
reasons there because similar to that. I have construction. They're redoing a sidewalk right across the street from my bedroom.
Oh, I thought you meant just now that the severance has run out.
No, I am not.
Just general.
I'm
You start
downsizing my
jobs
house.
early.
I'm chopping rooms off of my house. I want until I get it about the size of a trailer. No, but they start at like 7 a.m. Dallas City construction.
Yeah.
And the practical reason, obviously, they're going to freaking die if they start at 11 and do it in the middle of the day. So, like, I kind of respect that. And lawn care is the same. If you got to be out there for a couple hours, even if you're doing your own shit, I'm not going to bitch too bad that you don't feel like doing it at 1 p.m.
I felt weird. I mowed until 9 p.m. last week.
My dad would do that. He would do like part of it in the dead of the heat, and then come back and clean it up in the evening.
Yeah, I felt bad because I was out there trying to blow at 9. That was dark, but
Yeah.
it was more comfortable. But everyone in my neighborhood is getting their roofs replaced. We had a hailstorm in April, and one of my neighbors is an Asian couple, and roofer was white guy. He had been out there all day. I saw him talking for a little bit, and at the end of the day, when the roofers were all packing up, the white guy, I swear to you, goes to my Asian neighbor and bows.
No.
Oh,
Why did Dan?
Quarter-
When did Dan get into roofing? Competing with Qualis?
quarter
Just
bow.
the whitest guy, boots, jeans, hat. You've seen him. He just does the 2 hands together like this.
The hand
Oh,
clasp
man.
is.
Does the bow.
Not hands at the sides.
No.
The side does feel worse.
Side feels. This feels more racist, I guess, but side feels like you think you're doing it right.
Right. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
boy, a lot
And
there.
so-
Okay.
Asian guy next to me, very Americanized. His name is Johnny. Like he's
like-
not, you know.
Thank you.
What? And he didn't.
What was that?
He didn't,
No, that was nothing.
he didn't bow back. He just. Of
course he
stood there
didn't.
and took it.
Stood there and took it. He didn't bow back. He just kind of with his coffee, like, all right.
It's an interesting topic,
Thanks.
though, right? Because I think it's one of those deals where when my dad, I don't think my mom, like stepdad, ever really did this, but my dad would do really hola, like
Yeah.
at Mexican restaurants, right? Gracias. One cerveza, like he's hitting you with those. He
Yeah.
thinks it's funny. I think it's cringe AF because I feel for the person. But I think, much like we did a story last week, there's a kid, Lamille, the Barca kid.
The
There's a,
soccer, yeah.
so
Lamille, you mean?
he had a party, his 18th birthday party, and they hired 24 dwarfs as entertainment, which is technically illegal in Spain. And so these people, the People for Ethical Treatment of Spanish Little People, they were up in arms about it, but the little people were like, this is awesome. It was actually a great time. We're not demeaned. We thought it was cool. So what I'm saying is I feel like crawling my own skin when dad's doing buenas noches.
Yeah.
But I think the people on the receiving end of that a lot of times think it's cool or they don't feel mocked. And I'll also say if you try to speak Spanish or any language, 9 times out of 10, a native speaker, they're going to appreciate it. They don't mock you as much. Like that's the perception. Oh, they're going to make fun. Nobody does that. Do you mock people like somebody who's ESL or ETL when they talk to you? You're like, oh,
Yeah. Oh,
funny.
Look at you go.
It's like, no, so it's really not that big of a deal. So to spin it back to this conversation, though, I do wonder, like Nancy Pelosi during Black Lives Matter comes to mind.
Oh, that
Is there a level of trying to relate and empathize that when you go beyond just language where it's just too much? Be it garb.
I think any garb is a terrible choice. Any garb.
Okay, so this guy, he didn't have a hat on, but
Yeah, oh, the big.
right. Dude, the guy who snapped the ball for us in 7-on-7, you always get like a big boy, your lineman.
Yeah.
They don't go out like in flag.
Mhm.
He wore the rice picker hat.
Oh, did he really?
Oh, yeah.
But it's a hell of a hat.
It's the best
Yeah.
hat. The most amount
the
of...
width, the
Let me tell you
coverage.
something. The most amount of people who need to protect themselves from the sun in the history of the world have worn that hat.
Yep.
It's undeniable.
And 1,000 years taught them
right.
that this is the perfect hat for this.
So the bow, I feel like you should ask your neighbor about it. Like if he's cool, J-Bone.
Like, again,
Like,
we talking
what'd you
just
make of that?
mostly neck and head, or there was a waist, and then how much waist? Did he hold it?
I don't know, maybe like a 45, like halfway down.
Okay.
I mean, he didn't do the full,
Okay.
90, but
Okay.
Okay,
I mean, he made a show of it.
I think what it is, and there's a series
stop
of
me
these
down.
things, right? Like, so somebody a while back posted a clip of like white guy in office face, and I realized I do it. I have it bad. It's just this.
Oh yeah.
It's a
Like
downward,
the
it's a little
pursed lips.
pursed
too.
lip, downward nod, just a downward nod. Now, if you think about typically the black community, you're going to get an upward motion,
Mm-hmm.
right? So there's an up. So there's some level of like being along this plane that everybody's kind of doing.
Boy, that's the mildest version right there.
It is a mild version.
But it does technically count, I guess.
Well, I think it's achieving almost the same
Well,
thing.
do you do it differently if you're passing someone of a different race?
You know what? I don't think I code switch it. I think I do it white and immediately feel like a dork because it's kind of Ted Cruz-y. What are you doing?
Do you do that like on a sidewalk with a random person?
Of course I do.
I saw that meme
Of
too.
course
Something's
I do.
like inside a guy's head. It's like walking down a sidewalk. It's like, don't do it. Don't do it. And then the third, the
100%
third
me.
picture is. I'm like, wow. It's like no one ever taught us to do that, but we all just know that exact move.
It's 100% true. All right. Well,
All right. Well, we bow down.
All right. So, Blake, what do you want to do next here? I'm going to say sports.
From the wonderful world of sports, Radio Sports Scoreboard.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
So this is brought to you, Mike, by TX Trident. TXTrident.com, Trident Access Services. They're here to hook you up with your garage door needs, your gate needs, maintenance, repair, installation. Jeremy, like you, veteran.
Jeremy, how about saluting? Yeah, where you guys shouldn't even salute, right?
Well, it depends. It depends on the
Should a
direction, right?
non-veteran ever salute? Is that a
Jeremy,
mocking?
King of the Seas himself? He's got a big ass Poseidon tattoo on his leg.
Holy
So,
shit.
Yeah, I think he can handle your garage. Okay,
Can I handle it?
don't think it's going to
Slide
be
the
an
short
issue,
up.
pal.
Just get in there.
So
Get in there, Jeremy.
see for yourself at txtrident.com. It's 817-512-1212. txtrident.com. We have heard whispers. The Dumb Zone listeners get 10% off. So hit up Jeremy, txtrident.com. Take care of your garage. I should probably plug this in, Blake. We have a new audio system here. A little bit of Cowboys for you. Camp. You miss it?
No.
You went a few times.
Yeah, I liked it, but
I loved
I don't
it.
miss it.
God, I love it.
Really?
I do.
Didn't you guys go?
Yeah, we went last year,
Last year.
and we will be going this year.
You will be.
We haven't said the dates yet, but we will be going.
Well, it's the next couple weeks, right?
It's the last week, guys. It's the last week. We'll be there.
Okay.
We have some travel stuff,
All right.
and but yeah, no, we're gonna be there. I can't wait. Let's just do this. Where's your shoddy temp right now? You're not really a Cowboys fan.
No.
But you do, I would say, are in the class of people who prefers to see them do well, and if they're not going to do well, have it be a beautiful shit show.
Yeah, I consistently cheer for Cowboy chaos. Whatever. I mean, working in radio then, I did. Now, I don't want to say I don't give a shit, but like this part of the year in training camp, I am not locked in, dude. I get all my info from you guys, basically. Or if I'm in the car, a little ticket, little fan, just shit I throw on. But I get
Okay.
all my news from you. All my shoddy audio comes from the Dumb Zone.
All right, well then I'm going to give you the up-to-date rundown here because he's doing these every day. Shoddy has a press conference every day at 1 o'clock. There's 5 players talking every day. We all know the bit. I, a couple of weeks ago, zeroed in on a word that Shoddy absolutely loves. It's a word that you hear in maybe Joe Rogan circles, but definitely if you listen to like mental health podcasts and about how to live your life and be very focused on the things you need to do and not just sort of float through it. There's a word, and he loves it. And he brought it up yesterday. I think this will play Blake.
Absolutely. Actually, that I get excited. I think, I'll put it out there right now. You guys know me. I don't mind making bold predictions, but I think we're going to be one of the top takeaway teams in the league on defense. Matt Eberflus and his staff have done a credible job. If you watch their individual and what they do, it's all ball drills.
He does that as well, my friend. I'd like you to pay attention for that. What does he do?
Oh, okay.
He answers his own questions. Did he need to? Probably not.
And his staff have done a credible job. If you watch their individual and what they do, it's all ball drills. But what I saw yesterday was great intentionality. Like
Ding, ding, ding,
Okay,
ding, ding, ding,
yeah.
ding, 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 ding.
Boy, what a long word.
You know what it means? Let's sort of think about that, bud. Just think about it.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Think about it beforehand.
Yep. And then do what you mean to do.
Yeah, so that's his buzzword. We find out day one that there's a lot of not football stuff going on, ping pong.
Yeah. I was here for all that.
I feel like that has to draw you in.
Yeah, I am interested in that in the big foosball tournament at 3.
We found out that Dak beat Micah. That was our camp update. But Micah didn't have his paddle. Did that matter? I don't know.
It can. It can very much.
So the other thing that happened yesterday was CD spoke. I love this man. I really do. after thinking about it, and Dez was the apple of my eye as an entertaining athlete, and it felt like, boy, I see, unfortunately, some of my struggles here of like if you take away the thing that motivates you, it's also kind of a problem. I don't know. You know what I mean? There's just that he was a very vulnerable, accidentally vulnerable guy. And I love the way he played ball. But as the game has changed, I think it's cool that the style of player that's wearing 88 has like morphed to the game. CeeDee Lamb is an extremely modern receiver. He's not that big, not that small. He runs big. He can go up. He can play inside. He can play out. You just don't see that many DK Metcalfs. But I also think he like genuinely loves football. And sometimes I see like coaches and like Duke, Manyweather, guys like that tweet about or post about like, I don't know if guys like younger players now really love the game. And I know that's an old man thing to say, but why would they? There's infinite amounts of ways to get famous or make money off of being good at sports now relative to before. So like, yeah, of course, you want to make one-handed catches on TikTok and fuck Poon. But it's refreshing to hear CD talk like this to me.
Yeah, I don't think anyone here is more excited than me. Maybe Sam Williams. It's kind of a debate. We'll see. But no, I love every part of being here with the guys, grinding. Even when I'm tired, I kind of think about last year, that when I wasn't here and I wasn't tired, and just doing the things that I love with my team and being better on my craft and having his helmet on and just being able to work with Dak and talk to Dak and understand, like, what is he seeing? Like, those conversations, those are the type of things that I've missed.
I know it's generic sounding, but I actually find it refreshing. And there's some problems with his logic because he says, I did miss last camp last year, and he admitted, by the middle of the year, I feel like it did affect me. We were not on the same page. But then in the next breath, he says, but, I had to do it. You really didn't have to do it. You were going to get the money, but I don't blame him for doing it. I blame Jerry for not just taking care of it. But it's just, I think the guy actually wants to be there. I thought this answer about playing multiple positions was interesting as well.
And
Let's go all the way.
It's not a challenge for me, honestly. I love playing ball. I'm very comfortable in all three positions: receiver, inside out, and then occasional running back. It's my ability to show my gratitude to the game, give effort, and just make a play whenever I can touch the ball.
Again, I know this is generic athlete speak, but I think we're entering the era, and it is what it is. I love sports as much as I've ever loved them in my life, as Wyatt Langford takes the lead last night. We're entering an era where guys simply like really, really caring about their job playing sports is going to become kind of rare.
Yeah, I agree.
And it just might just be the way it is because the economics have changed. The entertainment ecosystem has changed.
We did a lot
of that.
Not bringing it back to golf, but I don't know if you even heard him.
I haven't heard your Scotty stuff.
Well, his Scotty stuff, basically where he kind of said that, and I think we do get that in press conferences more often now where they almost let it slip out that my life's all, the Romo quote, my life's amazing. It will be amazing tomorrow no matter what happens, all this stuff, They're making so much money that you're right. A lot of dudes are getting to the point where if they you really list your cares, winning this game is so far behind me getting hurt or me ensuring I get my next contract. But we don't want to hear it, especially in team sports.
Definitely.
But in individual sports, like Scheffler said, it's a little bit different because the fans don't go insane, But yeah, I think we're getting in an era of some of them are not really going to give not too much of a shit, but less so than back in the day.
I mean, I think it's natural. I don't think I'm not making like a moral judgment here necessarily, but this is almost like when Bob unfairly was criticized for the drop. This is one great thing about racism, I guess. His point was that teams that want to behave in a racist manner when it comes to personnel and roster management, well, the teams that aren't now have fewer teams to compete with or whatever, So I actually think that if you have having players that really do, like, I'll tell you this, dude, whether this show is good or not, it's all I think about. It's all I think about. Having, like, I believe CeeDee Lamb when he says, like, this is what I do. I wake up, I want to be here, and I want to be doing this. This is all I care about. And I don't know how many superstars you're going to have like that 10 years from now. And he may be just like right on the edge of, who knows, you know? I don't know. I actually believe that about Micah too, by the way. I think he approaches it in a different way, but I do think Micah
I almost
cares.
believe it more with Micah. Like,
And
I do believe it.
CD, I'm with you on the, like, perception-wise. Coming out of college, I was like, this guy's going to be a problem. It's 2 phones at the draft. It's like he looks super flashy. He could not be more to me of a pro's pro, like dialed the F in while also being slime guy and selly guy. And
he goes hard as hell. And you can tell, in football especially, you can tell.
That's why I love Dez, right? And I think Michael Irvin had that. Like when they're running, you're like, holy shit, that's
this is
TNT.
all of it.
Yeah.
So tell me if I'm thinking about this wrong, but I feel like CD is driven so much by his competitiveness. Like I can tell listening to him talk after losses, like he is embarrassed.
Yeah.
He hates the way that his team played, hates that he's viewed as a loser. And so I think what drives him is just winning. And same with Micah. So I don't know. Maybe they're driven by different. Maybe there was more of a love for the game. See, this is where I'm confused. But it seems like they're just driven. Football is what they're good at, but what they want to do is win, and they want to win at everything.
That's what people would say about Luka, right? That everything he did was constantly competition, and you hear that about Michael Jordan. So there's definitely some of that, but I just wonder as generations go by if it decreases, if the number of people because it's harder now than ever to be a pro athlete and give a shit. Like when you're having to go, like my neighbor growing up, his off-season job, like he didn't have to sell insurance because his off-season job was arm wrestling up and down like the Eastern Seaboard.
Hell yes.
So
you
like,
have a semi truck?
I don't know. I do. He probably had the method.
Yeah,
the over-the-top method.
You gotta roll it.
But I mean, these guys now, like, dude, you just got paid for a year. Like, I don't know how I would handle that. If you really know I don't have to do this, I really don't. Doing a very hard thing can become a challenge.
I bet almost all these dudes, though, if you drilled into their mind and gave them the lie detector, or put the truth serum in them, money, I think, is number one. And then I think that money is such an FU level, and I'm not saying they don't care, don't want to win, not at all, and I do believe those guys do, but if you really put them on it, I think money and security is one, and then some divert into, all right, mission accomplished, and some divert into whether it be more money with the next contract or I'm going to show them all because of that inherent competitiveness that you mentioned that some of them do have. But I bet a lot of them, the finish line is the day that pen hits the paper. And it
happens a lot.
And it's not like they're going to stop working out or trying, but whatever that core fire is, I mean, I think it really is to get richer than I ever thought I could, doing something that I do love.
Take care of the family, that sort of thing. I think it also sometimes just coincides with the decline in your man body. And so you're like, oh, this guy doesn't care anymore. It's like, it turns out I'm just 27's old for this job.
I had a knee surgery.
And so, the team maybe should have thought about that. It was pretty clear from the advanced metrics I was on my decline. Anyways. Yeah, so I enjoy hearing CD talk. I find it refreshing. Now, of course, he held out last year. He got his contract. One of his compadres is in a similar situation, albeit at camp. So every player of note is going to be asked, your advice for Micah?
For Mike, man, Mike knows I love him. And being in this situation, obviously playing this media game with Jerry is not the best. It's not fun. It's not recommended. But
he knows what it is.
As for Micah, he knows what he brings to this table, honestly, for this team, for himself, and he should get what he deserves. And I'm not indulging in any of the craziness that they got going, but I do want Micah to get paid soon.
To me, he sounds wise. Like he's on the other side of it, and he just can comfortably say, the stuff with Jerry is foolishness. Don't buy into it. Don't even play into it. It's just funny
But he says
to
you
me
have
to
to-
hear them say, yeah, you have
He
to.
just did this. This is the shit I don't miss. Sorry, it's just tracking. Jerry said this though, then this. I mean, I know the soap opera is fucking juicy, but I can't. I will love it come September, and I'm locked in and ready to rock. But it's the soap opera. I can't follow it.
To me, I view it. It's
Like I'm just numb to it. 'Cause
it's
so
sort
many
of-
years, every year the same thing.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely think.
And it's like,
sometimes,
all right.
but I like a little. We'll change seasons or whatever. I mean, the truth is, dude, it's just this part of it is just like being into Game of Thrones to me,
Yeah, no, I know you look at it like that.
or Succession, or
Yeah.
watching a documentary on Enron or
Yeah.
something. It's just that a couple months from now they do really cool shit on the
Yeah.
field, and that part shows up too. But I just think it's funny for a player to just straight up be like, yeah, I don't know, just my boss is on some bullshit. You know how he is. He just starts talking. I think that's it for Cowboys today. Let's see. Blake, you got some sports you want to get into? Because I do.
I just wanted to talk Langford last night.
Yes.
Because in the broadcast angle, it was just a lazy pop-up, the left fielder, will shortstop get it. And just for reference, not watching, bottom 8,
Yeah.
tied 1-1.
Yeah.
Wyatt Langford on first, Jonah Heim at the plate. Heim skies one between short and left field. Ball drops, there's a miscommunication on the play, and Wyatt Langford scores from first base, and the Rangers take the lead and get the W. And, you're not seeing the base runner when the fly ball is in the air, and I just could not believe he scored from first.
Yeah.
I didn't know why he was running that hard. I thought
Did he cut out instantly?
Let's play it so Mike can see it.
Yeah, I know.
so
Okay.
you have not even much of a lead on
Bottom
first.
7.
Oh, there you go.
He thought he just-
Short left field. Soderstrom coming in. Wilson going out, and they drop it, and they weren't paying attention. And here comes Langford.
he had
there's
no
two-
business scoring on that.
But there's 2 outs, so that's why he cut out at least.
But
Yeah.
Because I thought if there's 2 outs, then he's
Right.
He's going.
But
Right.
still, to get from there
No, it's a long way,
around
for
to
sure.
third, it's incredible.
Yeah.
And yay, boo. I mean, that guy, we want to talk about it. That guy, obviously, Mike Trout's like one of the 5 best, if not the best, baseball player of all time. So I'm not saying Wyatt Langford's on track for that, but people do compare him from the sense of their ability to impact a game all throughout. Like, you have to know where that guy is, where he's coming up in the order, where he could end up on the base paths, where he is in the outfield. Like, he's being projected as a perennial MVP type candidate. And he kind of looks like him body-wise. He's just a big kid, man.
Fire hydrant.
And this is why I obsess over Jack Leiter a little bit. And I'll tell you why. I'm not saying Wyatt Langford's Mike Trout, but just look at Mike Trout. Even after adding Ohtani, the Angels could never consistently develop enough pitching to where they were able to extract what you should actually be able to get out of a 10-win player, 11 wins above replacement. Like, the Rangers have a guy here who's going to be a household name. And you just look at the way that it worked out for the Angels, like, they got nothing out of it. They got nothing. And the Rangers have a couple of young arms that if they hit, like, they have a real chance to be, like, good for a while. But the odds are you get a player that good and they just don't ever win anything because individual baseball players can't change a
Right.
season that much.
I remember once, just because you said Mike Trout, I always think about this. Was we were doing the show with Norm, and I think DJ was doing tickers, I think, and we got in this hypothetical of, because we always kind of bust on Norm for like how good Babe Ruth was, for instance,
Sure.
like any old dude, and he's like, oh, he'd hit 40 home runs if he played this season. And we got into the hypothetical of if Mike Trout and Babe Ruth swapped bodies, basically, and we just settled on that if Mike Trout played in 1940 whatever, within like a year they would burn him as a witch.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm like, they would murder him.
100%.
Like, who the is this guy? Like, it'd be that damn good.
And see, baseball is a tricky one because, like golf, my intuitive reaction is, oh, that's like a technical thing. That's arrow proof. You know, that's not necessarily a pure strength, explosiveness thing.
Yeah.
But the problem is that you're not seeing like 102 mile an hour fucking sweepers in 19 like
Yeah.
your bat would explode.
Yeah.
There's no way they would catch up to it. So it's great of like, you think of like Ted Williams, right?
Yeah.
Ted Williams is not catching up today.
He's like only because I read his book.
I know,
he's
but-
the one. I'm like, you know what? He probably would get you 305.
Dude, okay, think about it this way. Look what happened. I mean, I don't know what people claim they were throwing 90 years ago, but think about it now.
It is 90 years.
Claim.
God damn, it's almost like 1940. It's almost 19.
It's 85 years.
It's such a meme, but it was like January 1st. The meme came out that you're closer to 2050 than you are to 2000 now. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, that one got us.
Did it get 90 years ago?
Okay, but think about this. Think about like when a reliever or a star, whatever, when a guy today loses like 3.5 miles an hour of velocity over a decade, and he just gets battered, dude. Like you drop from 95 to 90, and you're out of baseball, or 91, probably 92. So you take a few degrees off, and I just don't.
Well, imagine how
or Adam, I don't know, dude.
Imagine how shit their speed detectors were back then, because they're like Walter.
Well, because it had to outrun a horse. They just had a horse run with the ball. Stop.
Horse, what's the horse? Because like they'll be like,
My God,
Walter Johnson would throw at 104. We're like, come on. You've never seen anything on the planet go 104 miles an
gotta be
hour.
100 miles
I
an
feel
hour.
like you're guessing.
Maybe one peregrine falcon zipped by one time at over 100. You've never seen anything move that fast. You don't know shit.
You don't, you dumb old. 90 years
Dumb
ago.
oldies.
What do you know?
You want to do this?
Oh yeah, wait a minute, Uncle Hotmail. Hey, Uncle Hotmail. Uncle Hotmail, look at me. Is there an email in your box for me?
And it is going to be brought to you by, we'll call it Early Bird, because there's going to be some gummy thoughts in here. Early Bird. Mike Sirois, earlybirdcbd.com, where we have a new promo code. It's DZ20.
DZ20, DZ20.
That's for 20% off. There was an old
20%
promo
off.
code. This one, fresh.
20% off.
Fresh. But don't take this promo code if you have a drug test.
No.
Because there's real THC in these 2.5 milligrams in each gummy. Look, as a great man used to say, the weather's changing out there. So while you can, hit up earlybirdcbd.com. Use promo code DZ20. These are great for take the edge off. Maybe you're hanging out at the pool on the weekend. Maybe it's a big NASCAR race or something coming up. Earlybirdcbd.com. Promo code is DZ20. All right, let's get into some viewer mail here. This came up briefly earlier during the show. Mike, did you know Blake is expecting?
I'd heard that, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring some materials over tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. Just ring your doorbell.
Leave it on the porch if you can.
I got some shit to say. Wyatt Langford's gonna do something special tonight.
Sirois doesn't think Ralph should be in the Stars Hall of Fame, and he's going to let you know as he drops off this heart monitor. So I was told by Chris, softball Chris, that the chat, the community has a name.
Oh, okay.
Easton Angelo Jones.
Easton's.
I
It's a
saw a little
sick
bit of
name.
this. Yeah, obviously the baseball bat,
Yeah.
I think, is what started it. Angelo.
Easton's a sick name. And also, it might be because that kid, the My Pig valedictorian, whose dad almost died in that plane crash.
Yeah.
His name's Easton.
Yeah.
Easton's a good name.
That is a good name.
Do you have a list, like a notes app? Is that how you do this?
That's what we did.
Yeah. I have a name. She has a name. We haven't decided yet.
You want to know what's super weird is iMessage. At one point, I was searching for. I don't really use it all that much, so I guess I didn't really realize how it worked. I have all these text messages, and I searched my daughter's name, and I was looking for something recent, and it populated as like oldest, and I had the first like text exchange of my wife and I being like, "What do you think about this one?" And I'm both like, "I love it."
But her name
That's
popped
cool.
up early in that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was an early draft choice.
Yeah.
Did you get
Weird.
anything get vetoed?
Yeah, Lenny.
Linny?
Yeah, like Reefenstahl, powerful female filmmaker.
Okay.
some would view as an accessory to the Nazis, but in her own memoir stated she was simply making art. Anyways, let's throw those Blue Jays baby names up there, because this is now in the like Buzz Aldrin category.
Oh no! Look at all the Y's.
Yeah, so Jeff Hoffman, who is the Blue Jays, is he their closer? It might be. Anyways,
I don't know.
There's a photo of him here. It's his bobblehead night, and he's going to throw out the first pitch with his 4 children. They're all going to get to throw out a first pitch as well alongside Papa. And let's pause there. I don't even want to get to the names right now. I think we would be doing Dan a disservice if we did not say what a terrible bit this is. This is what you need. I mean, congrats on the sex, obviously, but to parade all 4 of them out there and let them do a little... What do we need this for? Don't you think it's enough that you have a bobblehead of your dad? I think your kid's going to be like, that's awesome. Here's what I'm telling you. The kids don't care. There's only one person in that photo who cares. And it's mom.
Mm-hmm.
It's Instagram mom.
Yeah. They got to drag him out on the grass, though.
No, I bet they've never been out there before.
Yeah, but
let me tell you
in
something.
front of the full crowd.
You can go to Jared Sandler's charity event in December and let your kids run around on a Major League Baseball field. But the kids' names. First up, we have Titan, which is Tytan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have Houston, which is exactly what you think it is. Houstyn.
Great.
Jetson.
Jetson.
Spelled not like the family, but Jetsyn. And then in what can only be seen as a hat tip to the Bolshevik revolutionary leader Vladimir Lenin Hoffman. Lennyn. KJ had a good line of like, boy, they really missed this with first PYTCH. Like it's just a first pitch of the Y.
Yeah.
Boy, which one would you, if you had to, for yourself even? Lennon, Jetson, Houston. Boy, Titan is.
God.
I mean, Lennon's not a bad name, but
Titan
that
spelled like that
spelling
makes me
is
think
psychotic.
of Christopher Titus. The TV guy, right? That guy sucked, man. That was definitely one that Fox rode for a long time, if I recall correctly.
He's going to play hockey. Feels like.
By the way, that photo was supplied to us by Day 1 DF Brian, whose email said, "Dearest handler of Hope Solo's hastily packed suitcase."
How are they not running out?
Here's a photo. Speaking of running out, somebody submitted an ice cream flavor Chad Iraqi disarmament chocolate chip. And while I do like working, the disarmament thing just works on a lot of levels. I think we could probably keep workshopping it. Did you see what happened with Pat Tillman's brother?
I saw the headline. I don't know any more info. Intentional and...
Intentional by way of loss of grasp on reality. He had been going through some serious stuff and using drugs, and so he drove his car into a post office out in, I think it was like Sacramento or something. Maybe no. Anyways, and when the authorities responded, the phrase "Viva la Me" was spray painted. M-E was spray painted on the building. The car was on fire. I think he was partially on fire.
Viva la Me? That's fucking hard.
I know.
Like T-shirts.
I know. Like, and especially if you do it and like there's fire near you, like that is, yeah, no, you. Viva you. I agree. So there was a note in the police report or the news report that the police said the suspect indicating he was live streaming at the time of the attack. So, cursory look, I couldn't find anything.
Mm-hmm.
Our friend Jason from the internet, he was able to find just, if you start with a Reddit page from a couple years ago, that's just someone posted like, what the F is going on with Pat Tillman's younger brother? Because he was streaming under the name, let me see if I can, it's a religious name. Yeshua Hamashiach, or Hamashiach. It's Hebrew. Yeshua, like the Yahweh, Yeshua, Jesus. I mean, first note: when white guy or black guy starts talking Yeshua, Yahweh, big problems are coming
soon.
I'm just telling you, you're gonna get yelled at outside of a concert, or the guy with dreadlocks is gonna start. Ayahuasca's involved. That's not good. That was the name of his YouTube channel, Yeshua Hamashiach, and it's been taken down. And apparently, he was doing a lot. Like, Taylor Swift is controlling us with her minds. The CIA's out to kill me. It does look like Jason was able to find a bunch of stuff like in the Wayback Machine, but
still no vid.
He probably has one in here. And he sent it to me right before the show. But like, here's Pat Tillman's brother from April of 2024 at Elon Musk. All my posts will be made public. You're a pussy billionaire. I'm the son of God. We are not the same. I'll prove it, and I don't say like I'm hiding behind my dad. I'm saying that because I'll kill you myself at FBI. This is war hero Pat Tillman's brother.
So a little bit of a heel turn. I thought they weren't religious.
I know.
Yeah.
A lot of times people who
funeral
become God, they were not religious before. It's usually not like a gradual thing from like flock to God.
You just skip, take the tollway around.
Let's see here. Blake, do you want to do yours?
Yeah, so, sorry, a little bit of a background reset. I went to Chuck E. Cheese with my kid. I'm dying for anything to do with him outside of the house. Because if we're at home, he's on a screen somehow, and so I need something to do out of the house. Took him to Chuck E. Cheese. I hadn't been in 25 years. And I got suckered in with the monthly pass.
Okay,
I'm all about trying to value.
I love it.
Return on value. So rather than spend $20 for 30 minutes, I thought $60 we can go every day.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been going to Chuck E. Cheese a lot. It's a very Chuck E. Cheese audience.
What does the $60 monthly pass get you?
You get 40 plays every day.
Okay.
And if I wanted 40 plays for one day, it would have been 20.
Okay. So it's just for video games.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But essentially 3 medium visits.
I'm sorry. How many visits per month? You can go every.
I can go
You
every
can
day.
go every day, but
40
but if you
plays?
go 3 average times,
Right.
you're getting your money's worth.
Okay.
The card gets reloaded every day with 40 plays.
Jesus. All right.
Feels like a deal.
Can't not do it.
Right?
It feels like a deal, but it's also smart and bullshit. They don't let you roll over because I'd be in there on the
Stack 'em.
30th. Rollover policy.
Stack 'em.
Just open to close.
Yo, hell yeah!
Just multiple
Close
games
this
at the
bitch
same
down.
time. Skee ball, two-handed.
Daughter's over here just stimming out on one of the little
So
automated machines. We're a terror in there.
So you have it for July.
Love it.
July and August.
Okay.
It's
How-
it's a 2-month pass.
How many visits are we up to in July?
4. So
All right, so we're
I'm-
ahead of schedule.
we're in the green.
Yeah, we're in the green. We're making
This
money.
guy's
good.
not taking a loss on something like that.
And we're still getting, I guess, not tickets anymore, but we're getting credits on your account to
Yeah, it's kind of lame.
get
So-
prizes still, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's, used to you put the coins in, you get to paper tickets. Now you tap it, and then your tickets go on the card.
Right.
Yeah, and
you
then
on-
they ask you to tip.
No, not yet. But
Are you on pace for the PlayStation 2 by the end of the month?
we're getting there. We're getting there. But it's so they did away with the coins and the tickets.
Who gets
There's-
that PlayStation?
No
Is it the manager's
It's covered
kid?
in dust.
Is it the manager's
Yeah,
kid?
man,
So- someone
Christmas.
takes it to GameStop
There's
or
nothing
some
in the
shit.
box.
Oh, I'm an idiot. You're right.
Yeah.
Nothing in the box. You're right.
There's no ball pit. There's no
COVID.
Yeah. They used to have the animals up there singing and rotate the animatronics or whatever.
Yeah.
Not anymore?
No, there's just a
Problematic.
projector.
The projector.
They make kids stretch before Chuck E. Cheese comes
Yeah.
out. It's a
You know they're
different,
going to freak out.
a different
Right.
kind of place. Anyway, so I've just kind of been enamored with Chuck E. Cheese. Well, we had probably the funniest looking arrest recently. This came out, I think, this morning from TMZ. We had an arrest at a Chuck E. Cheese. Play the video first, Clayton. The actual Chuck E. Cheese man got
damn,
arrested in
son.
the mascot.
They had to take the hat off
They
or the
unmasked him.
headpiece off of him. He still
unmasked
has the big hands on.
Yes, he has the
trying-
hands, the
They
jeans,
cuffed
the
him with a
giant
big-
shoes.
You've got to take the hands off before they the mouse
There they go.
paws.
And so they have to undress him before they put him in the car. But apparently he was part of some credit card fraud scheme or something. But yeah, they had to remove the Chuck E. Cheese headdress off of him to put him in the car, and then throw up the picture. I thought this was hilarious. On the way of escorting him out, this just looks like such a beaten picture as the cop is dragging the Chuck E. Cheese mascot outside.
His ears bashing the top of the door.
How is
head
that
is still
real?
on.
There's absolutely no way this is not done for photo opportunity. Why would that cop not have said, take the head off?
Wait, why would he not be unmasked until they're outside by the car, like for a big reveal?
Hey, yeah, look, we're not going to do the regular perp walk. Charles has a family.
Right.
Keep his face obscured, guys. Come on.
Just get me outside first, guys.
We're going to treat him like everyone else.
But how traumatizing for the kids to watch Chuck E. Cheese get dragged out.
Cuffed.
God, that's great.
Yeah. But yeah, you can see that on the sign, the little unlimited fun pass. That's what I'm taking up.
QR code right there. That's amazing they didn't take the thing off until they got up to the car.
He's
a black dude.
He has the hands on,
Black
too.
dude, nice.
They put the handcuffs over the long sleeves.
And then they're like frustratedly pull the gloves off of him.
All right, we've got some.
What do you do? We don't know what. He's
Credit card
card
fraud thing, yeah.
point shaving scheme on the prize.
Yeah, he's taking bets.
Boy, somebody in there should be arrested for fraud, charging $20 for those pizzas.
Right?
Wow,
Blake,
yeah.
am I absolutely right? Okay, so Roseanne List. I don't know if we ever talked about Lance Berkman, but I want to introduce to you Lance Berkman. This is from Mason, solid emailer Mason. Put up the old picture of Berkman, like end of career. This is the famous Berkman, a Ranger Berkman in the dugout.
That was during a walk-off celebration.
And so this is what became synonymous, and that's just very jowly. Looks like a guy who is he lefty? He had to have been. Yeah, so Switch.
Right?
Looks like he's headed for Roseanne right there, big time. Now, if you look at current day Lance Berkman, you can see that you can duck a Roseanne.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my.
Here's current day Berkman looks more like Biggio, right? Like he's fit. He cut the jowls a little bit. So I just wanted to put that out there to show you can beat this.
Mm-hmm.
You can beat it.
With awareness. Now, there's another guy that Mason mentioned who I don't think beat it. If you want to put up the first photo of storied college basketball coach Bob Huggins, you can see a pre-Roseanne. This is headed to Roseanne.
Definitely.
Type 2, the one you have to earn. So this is Bob Huggins. You're like, God, this is definitely going to be a Roseanne. I wonder if he can Berkman this thing. Show the current or more updated. He didn't. He didn't beat it at all. That is the most Roseanne-looking man I think we have on record right now. And it also made me remember, man, what's been going on with Bob Huggins? Do you remember when he was last in the news?
His radio appearance?
That's correct.
Yeah.
This is in November of 2020. This is about 3 months after Brenneman was suspended. Oh, wait, no, this is a different time he got in trouble. That's a fun note, though. He invited Brenneman to come speak to his team 3 months after he got taken off the air for the slur. But then in May of 2023, he was doing a radio show and talking about the Xavier, West Virginia rivalry, and this happened.
Also tells me that you have the best portal transfers. Have you poached any Xavier guys to come to play for West Virginia?
Catholics don't do that.
No, we're above the fracas, aren't we? No problem.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I tell you what, any school that can throw rubber penises on the floor and then say they didn't do it, my God, they can get away with anything.
Rubber penis. Was this
I think that was at the Crosstown Shootout, wasn't it?
It was transgender night, wasn't it?
What?
Was that it?
It was a Crosstown Shootout. Yeah, no, what it was all those Catholic I think so.
All right.
They were envious they didn't have one.
Well, Steve, your comments about Bob Huggins. Is he the best?
He's the best.
The best ever. Is he the best assistant coach you ever had?
There you go.
Boy, they brought it back to the hardwood real quick.
And
that was a Brenneman F word, he said?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess we don't play this that much, but I never noticed that when the guy completely kneecaps his partner with, what do you think of Coach Bob Huggins, right after he double F-slurred, he not only throws it over to him, he tags it with, "Isn't he the best?"
Isn't he the best?
Now I'm sitting here as his partner thinking, I don't know if "best" is the word I would use, but
Isn't he something? I mean, there's a lot better.
God,
There was a pause, the radio host, because they laughed hard, overlapped at the previous
yeah.
plastic dildo joke.
Such FM sports radio.
And they both froze on that
Music
one.
bed. They're both screaming.
All right, I got one here from Lance. He's going to first hit us with an anchor phrase, mortally.
Wounded.
What else are we using it?
Combat. No. God, you're right. God, I had one the other day. I can't remember it.
There's
I love the anchor phrase game.
brand new app in the, I think they have it on Android and Apple, Notes, where you can simply notate things as they come to mind.
Right.
In hopes of having them
I'm
later.
like proud when I get one, and then I'm unsure if you guys already have it.
I tell you what, I'm going to sign the bottom of the screen. This is the problem with people like Mike Sirois.
Go on.
Is that he's naturally good enough that he doesn't have to write anything down. Whereas Dan and I, what you hear here, it's the best things we thought of over a 24-hour period. We wrote all of it down. And then we're like, there might be a couple hours.
I brought, like, even coming in today, I was like, should I have brought my laptop?
No, I like that you don't. I like it this way. So back to, go ahead.
Mortally wounded fits between moot point and much maligned.
Yeah. Oft maligned comes up. Oft. Not oft. Moot court was a thing in college, but that doesn't. What do you got, Clayton?
Death knell.
Death knell? That has to be on there. I bet you.
It is.
I bet you that's on there.
Yeah, beneath damsel in distress.
All right, back to Lance's email. I have a bit of a combo email of an "it's back" and an "establish the run" topic.
Okay.
He's got 2 kids, a 2.5-year-old and 2-month-old, so bedtime each night is a challenge. He wants a name rank, by the way. He's got Henry Vaughn and Thomas Michael.
Love it.
Solid and solid.
Strength.
Anyways, tonight my first wife comedy, and I managed to get them both down before 8, which slightly increases my chances of a potential moosing, so I was on cloud 9. Shortly thereafter, our doorbell rings.
No.
Dog loses his mind per usual, jeopardizing my shot at the moose. Check the ring camera. It is a group of kids running off after a ding-dong ditch attempt so that's back in play, apparently. Despite my establish the run rage of them potentially waking up my kids, I was proud of the neighborhood kids for still being kids.
I see his point. It's good that, I guess.
Well, it's good the neighborhood kids, but the chaos that ensued in his home, that when he finally had it in a good spot, that does suck.
It's the worst.
I'm just right now regretting that not only did I not come to your house yesterday, I should have ding-dong ditched Jake's house and like videotaped it from across the street for no reason. And just had him.
It would have been the best bit.
Yes.
If you were breaking down me right now, I'm all bowed up.
And I'm like the shaky
Dude, yeah.
zoom in on the phone.
Doing the like, hey,
Like sneaking on.
no one here to judge me, so I can pretend like I'm a tough guy. Who's that?
Would you just step out and look both sides?
Tapping a 9-iron.
What the heck?
Yeah. Come to my corner.
Just get out of here.
I swear that was my fastest 40 times, just running away from a ding-dong ditch.
Boy, it's a feel. You are alive.
You are.
And you're
You
not,
can't
it's
beat
no
it.
crime. Like you're not really. You're not doing anything that bad.
I was hauling ass.
Boosh.
Dude, then people started being like, Castle Doctor, dude.
Yeah, that did kind of ruin the game.
No.
Understandably.
Yeah, I generally have a position. I mean, it's easier said than done. I think I'm decently executing it as a parent. At least being aware of it, I think, helps. But I try to really think about my actions and when I judge those of others. So, like, if a kid throws an egg at me at a stoplight,
Yeah.
pretty rich. If I decide I'm gonna,
Yeah. Who the hell am I to?
I just feel like I got a lot of just taking it coming, and that's fine.
I had a dude. It's very unrelated, but just you mentioned in a car, just the other day in kind of where I live, Bishop Arts area, but I was a little south of that. I was at a 4-way stop sign. I was the first one there, right? And then the other car just went right through it, which I don't care.
I do.
But I mean, I saw him. And I keep an eye on things, but he just kind of buzzed the thing, and then while he was going in front of me, I mean, almost to the tits, shirt off, He's hanging out of his own window throwing gang signs at me. And I'm just literally like, what the He didn't know, he wasn't following me. We were complete different directions. It was a complete random act.
Dude.
Random act of throwing him up.
That's too much tea.
And I didn't even.
There's a correct amount of tea, and there's too much.
But
tea.
I didn't react, just in case,
Yeah. Man, I got to tell you.
Kind of failed smile as he went.
As recently as, last year, I was out of my phase of starting stuff.
I was like, the pursed lips.
How you doing? How's it going, pal?
Yeah. I wasn't fueling the situation. But
I think a year ago, I was still maybe like react. Like if somebody were doing that, I might be like, what's your deal? I would never start anything like that.
No.
But now I just,
But it's not even in like the road rage category. We had no interaction. It was just, no matter who I was, he was doing that.
Just claiming set.
Claiming this intersection.
It's different, I guess.
As his. And I gave it to him. You can have it, man.
Let's see here. Oh, this is a fun one for baseball. This is actually from Letty, the owner of the Bang Bus, who
congrats, Letty.
Wants you to come out next opening day. He says, let's get a Sirois to jump off the bus.
Oh, is this what's his name?
Jim Knox.
Yeah, Knoxy.
Yes, Letty, the inventor of sweepstakes on Twitter for Rangers fans. And it's an agreement that all wives of Rangers social media have, males as well.
That's a good.
And last night, it's because it's a perfect amount of things. It's not exploitive. This is not going to happen all the time. And if it is happening all the time, everyone's happy.
That's very good.
Yeah.
He has that Twitter handle.
He tweets it every time with the hashtag. He added one that I feel like is tougher to negotiate. Like I think the Rangers have like a 29% chance of making the playoffs right now. And so playoff anal, I feel like the back half of that is less likely than 29% for most people. But if they get in, watch out. So Letty's is this is a sports one. We've been talking about the challenge thing, the MLB challenge. They did it in the All-Star game. They did it in spring training. I love it. I think it's going to be great. It's another little game theory type thing, because like the managers of you talked to the guys who did it in the minor leagues. And they're like, there are guys we don't trust. It doesn't matter how hard this guy begs for a call. We've tested him. We know he does. We're never going to let him review it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like when you can use it, that sort of thing. So he brought this up, Letty. He says, I never hear the following point discussed much. In all other sports, any missed call can only cost you one score. That's the worst that can happen. Every other sport changes possession after a score. Baseball, that's what makes it different. That and my whole the ball doesn't score thing. A blown strike call on a 3-2 count can literally be the difference in 0 runs or a 10-run inning. It matters so much more in baseball to get it right. And we can get into the weeds with it, but this matters on every pitch because it's all related for the defensive positioning, the next pitch call, etc. I guess when people made a huge deal out of pass interference in football, I think we learned this is a problem. It's just interesting to think. Like I feel like baseball is eventually going to go automated balls and strikes, and the world will be because when you think of it in that context, every sport the play is affected by the play prior, but in baseball it might be the most.
Yeah, I hadn't really thought about it.
And so if you think of it that way, it's like, boy, that is a different level of you need consistency. And I just had never thought about it's the only sport where you can score a bunch at once.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Thanks,
Great
guys.
sports point.
I got a bunch of emails about the moon landing, guys. They really got people riled up. I find it interesting and fun that we have multiple listeners who have met people, including Kevin, who met, you think I'd know this guy, Charlie Duke. He's like, I had lunch with this guy. He was on the moon. Can you tell the guys you had on? He was on the goddamn moon. And I think the interesting thing to me about it is Kevin, the listener, God bless him, he thinks that's persuasive. But if you've already convinced yourself that we didn't go to the moon and we staged it, then what's a few crisis actors in spacesuits?
I only saw that on Reddit. I didn't hear it. So
you're a Reddit guy? I guess
it.
I knew you were a Reddit as a source. Yeah.
I
dabble,
Reddit.
but mostly just for sports.
But I saw that noted on yours. So he was a guest, and then at the end, launched into.
So we had two guys. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't know Cameron. You know Cameron.
I think so.
Through Cash, video guys.
Oh, Cameron Gott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so they do a similar type deal and they started filming at APEC, where I went to the gym, and Patrick Mahomes goes to the gym.
and Pat.
And so they got in with Patrick early, and they film all of his stuff for the QB.
That's right. Okay.
And they did Netflix, the Jerry. They did a bunch of that. They're NFL Network freelancers or whatever. So pretty interesting stories. Self-made guys.
But then how did he get to Moon Talk? Just out of nowhere at the end?
Dude, if you're that guy, you're going to find a way, right?
Find a way to work it in.
I don't know. There's never really a bad time to be like, also, these people lie. Also, I think this was a funny movie I saw, the one where the moon landing's fake. He'll find a way.
Yeah.
And it was interesting. But because we didn't say, hey, this is insane, and said, you make good points, which he does, people are like, why are you supporting this? And the only thing about that hurts me is that means people think I care enough to support anything. I don't. You don't. It's just the guy was fun.
I mean, I learned somewhere in my life that you don't, or at least I don't have the energy to fight that guy, because he's not gonna hear one or two of your points and then back down.
No,
he's in the trenches.
Well, it's not a fair fight either. Like, he is loaded for bear.
Yeah,
and you didn't get the pre-trial briefing.
Right.
You're not even.
He's got 4 or 5 sources in his holster.
Yeah.
That he's gonna throw
you haven't read the latest.
You watch this video.
You're like, no, I didn't know we were going to talk about this.
Oh, right.
No,
right.
My full defense package is not ready.
All right, that is going to do it today for viewer mail. I thought there was I didn't know if there was going to be a next thing, but there's really not a next thing other than a spot. It's going to be for Lucy. That's a fun one to do right now. I got to gift you some of these before you get out of here.
Please.
They are legit a superior pouch. If you've dabbled in the nicotine game, there are different qualities, right? You can get a bad product and you can get a well-made good product. And when you have the good product, it tastes better, it feels cleaner. And that is what Lucy is. It's 100% pure nicotine. Of course, always tobacco-free. I am an Apple Ice 8 milligram breaker guy. They got gums if you're into the gums. And I have sampled across the board. These are the best. I actually do the subscription. It's a little bit cheaper. You can use our promo code if you'd like. DumbZone will get you 20% off and free shipping. That way I just always got the log of Lucy. Just at my doorstep right there.
I've seen it. I've seen the log of Lucy.
Yeah.
It's kind of a beautiful thing to look at.
It really is.
You have that much.
It really is. They've taken really just the artistic approach to nicotine to another level.
Yeah.
At lucy.co/dumbzone. And the promo code's dumbzone will get you 20% off. I do want to do this before we hit the head. So there's been a lot of talk over the last couple of weeks about the NFLPA. Have you seen any of this?
You texted me something about it, and I tried to Google Don Van Natta NFLPA, and then I just hit X on the window that I had open.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm like, he's got it.
You were probably
sorry.
Your list was overloaded of topics to go over. Yeah, no, I don't care. But
something about a strip club and a guy quitting and
okay. So the NFLPA has been a bit of a mess for really about a decade. It seems like, to hear those involved tell it. And about a week ago, there was a podcast that you know what Pablo Torre is doing now? He's the one who really got after Belichick and Jordan Hudson, found all the documents. He's basically just a guy who's annoyingly talented and smart. He is a reporter and fact checker by trade, and he can figure stuff out. And one of the things that he figured out with Mike Florio from Pro Football Talk was there was a collusion settlement that was reached, a settlement over a collusion charge. This is where you saw those texts because those involved Russell Wilson was one of them. Kirk Cousins was one of them. I don't recall the other, but it was because of Deshaun Watson. And they felt, hey, I think the owners are colluding to prevent us from getting guaranteed contracts now because of him. And they found there was some evidence of that, but not enough evidence to block XYZ. So that agreement was kept from the players. The union who represented them said, hey, we got a settlement, whatever. So Pablo Torre finds out, which is the name of his podcast. He finds out there's all these documents. They hid all this shit from the players. He's like, there's a lot going on at the union. Well, that puts off an alarm bell. Now ESPN's going to look into it. Now everyone else is looking into it. And the culmination of that was a long Don Van Natta article yesterday where you just get the behind the scenes because they've had people quitting, resigning, taking their name out of the running at like daily for the last 4 or 5 days. And Van Natta's article says that last Friday night, for 4 hours, Patrick Mahomes and 31 other player reps, and he's apparently like second at the union right now, they're on the phone for 4 hours, which they've been doing every night for 2 weeks trying to figure this out. Very strange to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's strange to me that Patrick Mahomes, who can do all these incredible things incredibly, has to sit there. I mean, he's just like, it was like when Dan and I were in mediation and they're like asking us questions. I'm like, I don't know. But so that's what Patrick Mahomes has been working on, at least at night. And so when the reporting picked up and ESPN starts looking into it, there was a guy, his last name is Howell. He had come from private equity. And this is part of the issue is that the union, there's a certain faction that thinks that's got to be a player. We need the union head to be a player. Matt Schaub made it to the round of 6 in the last running and didn't make it past that. He was the only player that made it that far, and he's interviewed here, and he's like, it's got to be someone who's been in the room. We can't just have some basically fucking nerd.
Yeah.
And then there's another faction of players that are like, that's all well and good, but when we're going into these rooms with these owners, these are killers. These are assassins who deal – private equity now is involved. We don't need a mom-and-pop union operation to go deal with these guys because they're going to bully us. But so this guy, last name Howell, who they were trying to keep in the union and elevate, the players that elected him a few years prior, last Friday night on this call with Mahomes, which they say took 4 hours, the whole time he was telling them, I think I'm out. I know you guys want me. I know you voted me in. I know we fought hard, but like this is just an S show. And you know, some of the stuff, like it's not going to look good if it comes out, like as far as that whole settlement that we hid from you guys, but I'm just not feeling it. And he goes on to describe that for 4 hours, you had 32 NFL players and then some trying to urge this guy. And he's doing the, man, I'm listening, but I don't know, guys. Like, I feel like you'd be better off without me. I'm too much of a distraction to your mission. And he resigned at 10:38 that night via news release Friday night. The next day, ESPN reported all of his strip club details, which were $740 for transportation to the strip club and $2,500 at an Atlanta strip club with 2 employees during a retreat. And I just thought it was very funny because I've been in this situation with dudes before where all your buddies are like, come on, dude, it's not that bad. And you're like, no, yeah, I mean, I know. It's just, it's worse.
Right.
I was like, come, dude, I'm looking at this. There's not that much here. Just stay, dude. Like, we'll protect you.
So on the call, did they or did they not know? They didn't know anything.
Know. It was reported the day after he resigned. He knew.
Yeah. That's why,
And he's like, I don't know, guys. I think I'm a distraction.
So is he using the money from a company card or something? Like, is that the? But even like, those numbers don't seem.
Here's another thing.
Insane.
Don Van Natta, great reporter, but I love when like straight-laced guys end up with these jobs because it says the next day, sources said, executive committee members were astonished to read the strip club details as reported by ESPN, charging the union for $738. I'm like, my God, animals. But then the players got pissed because they're like, all right, you were dicking us.
Yeah.
You've lied to us here. Now all the other lies make you just don't look. And this guy was like moonlighting at a private equity firm that's trying to buy NFL teams. So there's just a lot going on there. But the most insane part of this story, bar none, is they go into how this guy, after being voted in by the players, like he did not know how to get along with people. He did not know how to relate to people, particularly in the world of the NFL, because, again, that's probably the part Matt Schaub would have been able to do. But this guy couldn't, and he was a dick, and he was he's a Wall Street guy. Howell ordered the union facilities department to merge 2 spaces in the parking garage to avoid door dings on his Porsche Cayenne Turbo.
Awesome.
The sources said. He asked workers to change the numbers of the 2 spaces, 10 and 11, to 32, as an homage to the jersey number worn by O.J. Simpson.
Okay.
According to Craig Jones, the union's longtime director of security. A second source familiar with the matter confirmed the Simpson inspiration. I don't know why, O.J., Jones said. Everyone has their preferences, perhaps. Like, I understand they work at football, but putting O.J.'s number custom into your parking spot is the most psychopath shit I've ever heard in my life.
Was it like in blue and red?
It
like
had
Bill's,
to have been.
like Bill's colors.
It had the circle.
Yeah.
Like the type of person, like, again, it's like the type of person who rings the doorbell at 7:45. You're learning a lot more about that person in that moment. The type of person who shows up, again, mind you, this guy's not in football.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he shows up and he's like, I just loved OJ for the football. Can you guys respect what a purist I am?
Early
here?
OJ.
Art, not the artist.
Well, and then the double parking spot maneuver is.
I feel like that's a
equally
generic.
psycho,
like, I
though.
could kind of see you doing that.
Come on.
Good. Enough power, enough, and like you'd be like, it's a bit. All right. More
Because it's going to drive them crazy. They're going to be crazy once they see this. It's a bit.
Is somebody in there? Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Sir.
I don't know if I'm okay.
Can you get out for me?
I'm hurting. Let me get my phone. I got to call somebody.
All right. Yeah, we're calling another unit.
Before you call the insurance company, call Frankel first. Frankel and Frankel. Call 214 or 817 all threes.
You're listening to The Dumb Zone.
Puppet.
That's a different guy, Henry.
Puppet. Puppet. Puppet.
Did you run any celebs?
Puppet.
KDFW, the voice of CNBC, my man, Mike Sirois.
Yeah.
Sean Rab tracking anybody down? He might have been tracking you down.
No, I saw Peyton Yeager in the hallway.
Did you?
Her eyes were still red. Clearly just received the news of Hulk Hogan's passing. She just almost looked right through me, but then we just had a kind of quiet embrace and they went on. All the Fox executives are scrambling in the office trying to figure out how to handle this news.
Okay, this is a good topic.
What they cut in on.
Where would he rank as of this morning? Where would he rank as far as the number of canned obits that are in place already for people that were alive this morning? Because I would say top 10 on Earth. Like, I think he ranks above some. You know what?
More or less than Ozzy.
More.
Boy, Ozzy's were probably written 20 years ago, though.
That's a good point. I was about to make a bad one, which is that because I think Ozzy might have a degree of this as well, but I don't think it was BS at all. Like, Hulk Hogan was on the 700 Club last year. It was riveting. He was selling, like, Jesus Hulk merch.
Mm-hmm.
But he made a comment of, like, I think I'm probably bigger than Tom Brady. He's like, because I've been all over the world, and when you go into Cambodia, they don't know, or at least they didn't then, they may now, full globalization, but they didn't know Joe Montana.
Right.
They had Hulkster shirts. That stuff made it, that was a global thing.
It just reminded me, we had this conversation in my previous radio station, and I don't want to get the numbers wrong, but I think I made the claim that Hulk Hogan is in the top 50 most recognized, like, headshots on planet Earth.
Ever.
Yeah.
I would agree.
And we had a big argument about it. But I mean, who do you show that in America, or anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, certainly there's places, and young people, I don't know where the age cutoff is, but you show a picture and they'll say Hulk Hogan. No matter what they know, you just have acquired that knowledge over 70 years.
Henry, you know Hulk Hogan, right? Okay.
Right.
I just want to check.
How old's Henry? How old are you, Henry?
21.
Attaboy, Henry. Get that mic over there. 21, but like 15.
Yeah, dude. They know Hulk
15-year-olds.
Hogan.
I think they know Hulk Hogan.
They do.
And you're right. They don't know Joe Montana or Tom Brady.
Right, yeah. Now, again.
In most nooks and crannies of the world.
I would say Ozzy might be that guy because metal is universal, my friend. But he's up there. And really kind of stuck the landing.
Ozzy?
Well, yeah, really, that's interesting. Both of them. I was talking to Clayton about Hulk and his last year or two before the show. But Ozzy, dude, that Black Sabbath show a few weeks ago was incredible.
Yeah.
And so pulling that off, yeah. But Hulk, I'm not a religious guy myself, but the dude obviously was living with a lot of pain his whole life.
Yeah.
Like the mask he had to wear, it just not easy. Not easy. Again, a lot of poon.
Yeah.
He had sex with Bubba the Love Sponge's wife,
Yep.
his Pepsi can penis.
We saw his penis that day.
He was also like talking about having diarrhea while he was doing it. It was a lot, which ultimately brought down Gawker, which resulted in Peter Thiel realizing the power of his dollar to control the media, which ultimately ended up in President Trump getting elected twice, and which is why J.D. Vance will be elected in 28, and we will ultimately be eradicated as a human race. But
all from that.
All from Hulk Hogan.
All from Hogan with a bone bitching about having to take a shit.
I'm happy, though.
Right moments before.
He seemed like he was happy. You know, now I found it perhaps not helpful to the country to have him at the RNC doing a full wrestler act and, you know, besmirching the absolute institution of class that is a national convention. It's so stupid.
With this.
But you know what I mean? Like, he seemed happy. He was with the Lord. He was talking about how he'd done, like, he didn't seem internally conflicted anymore to me.
Oh, I bet he was all effed up.
All right, well, fuck me.
And he was
a nice moment for
he had
American
some N-bombs, you know.
no,
I mean, he was on a lot of.
I understand. The guy he was on the wrong side of history on multiple probably for most of his life, what you would say, not a kind of racist, a racist.
Yeah.
Like, thought people of color were less than him.
Definitely.
Perhaps died that way. But I hadn't seen him spray paint the N-word in at least 10 years.
Yeah. The N was followed by W-O when he spray painted it, not by anything else. You're kind of ruining my plan to go full Hulkster tonight on my show. And
we won't do anymore.
Dress up and...
No, for real, I feel like you could just keep going.
Cut the mustache down.
There's so much.
Rip my shirt off. I don't want to support that.
Have a kid, have that kid get medium famous enough to where they can date a swing tackle for the Dallas Cowboys.
That's the greatest.
Oh, yeah.
Brooke,
Hair grow out makes so much sense now.
I know.
Hey.
Was that Phil Costa and
Someone
Brooke
should call
Hogan?
him. Maybe Free Reign will play the memorial.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's going to pop. Dude, Hulk Hogan's funeral is going to rule.
Yeah.
Just imagine.
Talk about place to see and be seen.
No doubt.
Pick 8. Pick 8 legends to carry that casket.
Like, there's going to be a lot of guys burying hatchets to, like, show up and...
Yeah.
I hadn't seen you in forever, Ray.
Brother.
Well, that's because I'm mysterious. All right, anyways, let's do some news. What do you say?
With the Dumb Zone News.
News today, Mike Sirois, is brought to you by your friends at Frankel and Frankel.
Love
Personal
Frankel and Frankel.
injury attorneys.
I love Frankel and Frankel. I love Gene Burkett.
You recently saw a man get hit by a bus.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the sort of situation where the Frankels, they need to be called. They have people who used to work for these big insurance companies as they bill themselves. They're really just theft models. So they know all their tricks, and the Frankels will protect you from that. If you get in a wreck, you get in some sort of injury, your family's involved in an injury, that's already hectic enough. So let the Frankels handle this for you at 214-817-333-3333.
All you need is trace.
Let me read you this customer testimonial real quick. Was in a hit and run on a Friday in Arlington. Before I talked to the evil insurance companies, I called the Frankel hotline at the 3s at 4:30 on Friday afternoon. Got Gene B himself.
Damn, son.
Spent 15 minutes talking me through things, didn't try to get me signed up, just provided advice and said I didn't really need their services.
That is how you know you're dealing with A1 business guys.
Yep. I will help, but no exchange.
Why is Gene in the office on a Friday afternoon?
That's the way they do it.
Grinding, dude.
He is grinding.
This is an interesting one out there. This is tough for all the husbands, the wives hear this story. There was a kidnapping in Fort Worth overnight on Monday night over at East Barry, little mom and pop gas station. So this is a robbery that I think must have gone poorly because they kidnapped a female clerk. That's not how you want that to go. Another gas station employee tried to stop them. They pull the gun out, pointed at them, threatened them. Police arrive on the scene. They're like, what do you got? They say, we got witnesses, and we have a little bit of the license plate. And she shares her phone location with this lady, so we're going to drive over there right now.
Easy.
Easy peasy. So
do you think in your head when you plan those things, they go real smooth, right? Like you don't do too much pre-chaos management? When you're working out a robbery in your head, you're like, this is going to be nice and clean, and I'm gone.
No, I think that's obviously, as two guys who, maybe as all guys do, believe as in the right crew, I could be effective. Like, there's a world where I can help a team rob a bank. Probably a better chance for you.
Thank you.
Dude, I hate that I had to say that because I only said it because you were looking at me like he's at least going to make sure to know that there's a distinction between him and me and Blake.
And every crew needs a head of the crew.
Anyways.
As long as you have an explosives guy.
I think that's what separates the bad from the good. Even when it comes to like little petty one and done type.
Yeah.
You need a plan. So yes, it is noted in the car like, oh, the police are saying this is why it's important to share your location with a loved one.
I don't think I do that. Do you do that?
I do.
Maybe I do it. I don't know.
I do it with my wife, and Blake does it with Dan.
Mm-hmm.
And Dan does it with Blake.
Really?
It's this dude.
That's your only one?
Again, trying to get me to say something offensive.
I like seeing where Dan's at.
He just has a little circle with a little avatar on there.
Yeah. Let's see where he's at today.
Do you think what percentage of total weight do you think people on average remove when they cartoon avatar themselves? Because you're never toting the full freight.
No, of course not.
But like you can't just bullshit. You know, you can't be like, I'm just kind of a thin guy.
Yeah. Isn't it usually just like lean? Like, how do you do it? Is there a sliding?
I don't know.
A sliding
I've
bar,
never done it.
Or you have to commit to.
I've never done it.
I think, yeah, you get the 35% leaner the second you avatar yourself. Sometimes they do it automatically, too. They do you the favor.
So we had this story about a year ago. This guy was arrested over in Fort Worth. 29-year-old guy, Trent Muse. He was a music teacher at Trinity Valley. That's a private school over in Fort Worth, one of the real nice ones. And he was arrested. So he pled guilty to exposing himself to students. Now, there's an entire situation here where the parents are saying the school enabled him and that they covered it up and that so there's that part of it. But then there's this guy specifically, his acts. He was sentenced yesterday. What are you guessing?
For exposing himself to students. How many?
Let me see if I can find any other details that are more
because that's pretty
graphic.
broad.
But I mean, I know that 16 to 18 kids. I know that was was mentioned. Indecent exposure with a child. Yeah, I mean, it's that he would whip it out.
That seems like one they ding you for every one of the victims, I suppose. So give me I'll take a year per victim. So 16 to 18.
Draconian. What do you think, Blake?
Yeah, I don't know.
10. The answer is 10. This guy's going away for 10 years.
The first story I thought of was the daycare kindergarten kids who took the teacher's
weed,
gummies.
Though. Yeah, they got that was a big charge. Has she been sentenced?
And which one's worse?
Dude,
What did daycare
shut
do?
up. A teacher in Prosper, her toddlers got into her THC gummies.
Okay. No, that's not.
So she brought him to school.
bad. I mean, it sucks, but it's not exposing yourself.
And
to...
in her case, she did get hit with the 1-year sentence for each child involved and 3 years for drug possession. So I think she ended up getting 4 years, 1 for each kid, and 3, so 7 total. But perhaps, again, I reacted like I have the answers. I don't. Morally, my moral judgment, accidentally bringing non-lethal drugs to your place of employment with kids is not near as bad as whipping your dick out at an 11-year-old girl's piano lesson. But hey.
I'm with you.
But 10 years, yeah, I just, I don't know. That feels right?
Yeah.
Feels about right. This is a rough one, man. And you recently got back from a trip where you did a little bit of water sports. Not water sports, but did you not mention, like, rafting?
Yeah, no, I didn't raft, but we were near the Chattahoochee River, just north of Atlanta, and there were people
I won't say it.
Enjoying.
Thank you.
What'd I do?
It's more about what I didn't do. What I did do was restrain myself from asking how far on said river. There was a woman from Rockwall who was rafting in, I think, Bend, Oregon, and the Deschutes River of brewery fame, and she and a couple of other people she was with had their inner tubes tied together. They went over a waterfall. 4 of them got out of their tubes, and those are the ones that lived. The other did not. The others did not.
Stuck in tube upside down,
You have to
basically, or
figure.
intertwined in some way.
Yeah.
I told you mentioned a couple years ago the speed of the drowning. I hadn't really, I don't know, not that shocking, but I hadn't really thought about it until you mentioned it. I'm like, God damn it, he's right.
I mean, that's one of those like
real
wives' tale
fast.
things that was drilled into me as a kid that is legit, you know. And my mom probably put a little sauce on it. Like my friend down, she died face down in half an inch of water. I'm like, I don't think does it? But it was something like that.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't need much water, doesn't need much time, and that's and those the rafting thing. I've done it. But I've done it at a level where I don't know that I ever felt unsafe. I've done it in Colorado where it was like whatever the middle level is, but I never felt, hey, I might end up under. If I fell off, I didn't feel like I was going to be trapped.
No, it's different. I mean, whitewater rafting, and you have a big old life jacket on. There is at least someone, in theory, who knows what they're doing with you.
True.
And going overboard is very likely. But the casual rafting of tying your inner tubes together with a cooler of beer, and a bunch of them has a lot of loose ropes and shit. That feels almost
How are you doing that out there? Like when we, so in or whatever, down in the hill country area, there were deaths for sure because then it would get overcrowded with tubes, and then you get under there.
Yep.
There's nowhere to go.
And you kicked potentially.
Yeah, and that was always the that scares me way more than rapids. Yeah, that's a tough one there, pal. Where are you on this Epstein thing, bud? You paying attention?
I kind of
Tracking?
am. It's from afar. I'm nowhere near the passionate observer that you are. But it is shocking.
You know what? To be honest, and this is just a personal failing of my own, I'm less interested in it now that it's
now that it's cool.
Yeah. But it's fascinating. I know, there's the story today that, one of his former attorneys, Trump's, was going to go meet with Maxwell in prison.
Yeah.
Which still feels so Joker to me. She's like, all right, they got her in a cage, and he's like, I'm here to talk.
I mean, what if she does commit suicide in the next month while everything's shut down?
Okay, that's like a fantastical what if, but what if a much more realistic what if happens and they release her? And you don't think we're all supposed to look at that and be like, well, obviously his DOJ just cut a deal with this woman to keep quiet if she can get out of jail. If they let her out of jail, it'll be the most obvious thing ever.
Yeah, I didn't.
But
think
they'll
about
just
that.
do it and say, look,
And then
she's not the main one.
And then she slips on something shortly after getting out of jail and disappears anyway.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
It turned out it was all true. These crazy ass podcasts. Like, I started listening to TrueAnon because of this, which is the most off the reservation podcast on the planet. And it turns out like pretty much everything these like crackpot podcasters were saying, it's just all true. It's all pretty much just true.
What's the thing in the birthday letter that he sent to him? The word that's,
Enigma?
Yeah,
Or-
it's scrambled and it means little girls in French or something.
Yeah. There was a
And Wall Street Journal's just not budging, right? They're like, no, it's real.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
Like that I don't
Gamine or something.
Yeah.
And I thought that damn nude drawing was like something added on from some just picture that I saw. I didn't know that was actually supposedly on there.
You thought it was fish.
What the? How?
I don't know, dude. Are you surprised by that?
I don't. Yeah.
Like, okay.
No, I don't know.
Here's the thing. Here's another thing that I think people need to try to consider. If you consider Donald Trump as a person. So he's obviously a guy who doesn't drink. He doesn't do drugs. He doesn't even really he doesn't really play sports or exercise. He doesn't really hang out with the fellas that much. Like the guy, I'm here to tell you, like the only thing he does is fuck. Like he doesn't go skydiving for his dopamine fix. The only thing he does is business and fuck. So if you're surprised that he's like a guy who draws plays on a napkin for sex, like
no,
he's just an extremely horny guy who that's how he's gotten his excitement his whole life is women. And women he's not supposed to be able to get.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he's a guy who you know what guys do who are into music? They write lyrics. Oh, I got a minute. A couple lines came to mind. For him, he's the type of guy who just draws a pair of titties in his downtime. I'm serious, dude.
No, you're right. I just watched on the plane back from Atlanta, The Apprentice. Did you watch that? The movie with Sebastian Stan, I think, as Trump.
Oh, you know what? I really did want to watch that. Is it actually good?
It's pretty great. I mean, very interesting with Roy Cohn, who is the guy who taught Trump everything he knows, according to the movie.
Right.
You know, and comes up with the 3 rules of deny and then attack, and it's essentially the playbook that you do see still being used.
You know what I find like really hard to wrap my head around, and I guess you could say this about anybody. It's not unique to Trump. He's just really good at it. So you know that he'll tell you like in books, this is the guy who trained me and he taught me like deny, attack,
Mhm.
right? And then you could ask him a question and be like, well, I feel like you're doing that right now. And he's like, no, I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
No,
the problem.
I'm not.
Is that he'll flat out tell you, my strength is I'm going to lie to you and bullshit you. And then you're like, man, I feel like you said something else earlier and now we're going to hold you to that. He's like, that didn't happen. It's a cycle. A cycle you caught in there. All right, you know what? There's your news.
The Dumb
I'm happy with it.
Zone News. Like and subscribe.
Today in History brought to you by Community Mechanical.
Indeed.
Sweet. Had them out to my house. My AC unit just completely blew. I heard an explosion outside. Texted Travis immediately at 469-667-7290. Had a couple employees out to my house within 2 hours. They offered to install a window unit in my bedroom so I could survive the weekend, and they were out there first thing Monday morning to install my new unit. Because I had preventative maintenance through Community Mechanical, I saved 10% on my AC unit, which is a big purchase, and that was a huge discount. So you might not need a new AC unit now. You may not need a whole bunch of work, but to get Community Mechanical out to your house to at least look at it, then if you sign up for preventative maintenance, it might save you a chunk of change down the line.
The boys at Community Mechanical, the title sponsors of the Brandon Aubrey Show this year.
Nice.
As they are, I believe, doing business together. And this is a good time for us to remind you, we need a Brandon Aubrey Show theme song. So email those to
thedumbzone@gmail.com.
That's right. For community, they'll help you out.
Yes.
Anything can happen to your AC unit. Our friend Ben, that house we stayed at.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were there when he told us this. He's like, I need a new AC unit. My neighbor's daughter was practicing archery and shot a effing arrow. Missed the whole wooden
Freon everywhere.
And it's like he went out there and there was an arrow in his AC unit.
Listen,
I'm like, that's beautiful.
I'm not positive that Travis and the boys have seen like Robin Hood attack an HVAC unit, but if they can, they'll fix it.
They can handle it.
CommunityDFW.com, Blake.
Let's begin with viewer mail birthdays. Dear Dan the Poontang Man, today is my Dirk birthday. Been listening to you since the TC Hog Court debacle. Loved you guys ever since. Leaders are ham. Politically sponsored Big Salmon LLC ads. And Dan. Less Jake, more Blake, Mike from Corpus Christi. And then just one more. Dear Damn Daniel, I'd like to wish my little brother...
How do you think that kid's doing? Let's check him out. Dan Daniel kid.
How long ago was that?
I think
At least.
works for Vans.
For real? 2016.
Okay, I was going to guess 10 years. I'd like to wish my little brother Carter a happy 38th birthday. His leaders are Blake's understanding of how acronyms work in the Angelo social experiment / means teasing bit, or means testing bit.
Yeah, I like it.
We had to sit in last year
smart
for
guy
both our
talk.
birthdays and are both huge fans. One drop request is the Hard Knocks guy who couldn't pronounce testosterone.
Do we have that?
I don't...
Testosterone.
Testosterone, hi today. Testosterone.
Which season was that?
The Browns, and it was when they had Jarvis Landry. Testosterone.
Let's see if this will play.
There's testosterone high today. What's that? Testosterone, whatever the it is. Testosterone. Get ready to go today. I like it.
It's like
I like it.
Boy, I did not
You know
know
what?
that.
The
You know
other
what it
guy
makes
said,
me,
what's that?
all it makes me think of? Am I up?
Yeah.
Get down like that. Tony Sherrill I've been staying with Tony Sherrill again. You know what I'm saying?
That's Riffraff trying to pronounce Tony Shasheries.
Oh.
Shasheron. Tony Sherrigans.
Who's getting Hard Knocks right now?
The Bills, I think, yeah?
Yes.
The Bills, and then...
The NFC East.
For the in-season thing? Oh, that's right.
Hell yeah. You're about to get a Jerry doc.
Yeah.
For me, you guys ever seen Pumping Iron?
What, Arnold?
Yeah.
No.
I don't think so.
We should do it someday. It's great. But there's a line in there, and I'm not going to really try the accent, but he's like, there's, for me, pumping is, they say that the greatest thing is sex and coming, and for me, pumping is like I'm always coming. That's how I feel about football right now. So, Cowboy Doc, Bills Hard Knocks, shoddy press conferences every day. I'll watch First Take. I don't care. I want football.
The voice wasn't that good, but when you said pumping, that sounded perfect. That one word you nailed. Do you
They
think
turned walking?
Mavs hatred has fueled more football love?
Without a doubt.
Really?
Everything.
Because you seem football fucking psyched these days.
Rangers as well. I mean, I watch the Rangers.
Yeah.
I actually watch the Rangers. The games are much faster now,
Yeah. It's good.
I don't watch every game, every inning by any means, but I watch probably 2 hours of Rangers a week aggregate.
Today is Thursday, July 24th, the 205th day of 2025, 160 days left in the year. On this date in 1847, Mormon leader Brigham Young and his followers arrived in the Great Salt Lake Valley in present-day Utah. Where did their quarterback go?
Who?
Sir? Okay, yes. They have a quarterback currently. They did, who had transferred there, and it was a story of note because he was Jewish. And he left because he was accused of some things, which might have been, if you listen to the BYU message boards or something, an attempt to set him up, a harlot trapping him.
Oh, no.
They have a code of conduct there, my friend.
Yeah.
And him, again, Jewish guy, transferred from there to Tulane. Now, do you have another question? Okay,
should
good.
I?
No.
Got it.
I didn't know that was yeah. I thought that was just people I knew.
In 2010, a stampede inside a tunnel crowded with techno music fans left 21 people dead and more than 500 injured at the famed Love Parade Festival in Western Germany.
How do you think you'd handle the stampede? I know you're unkidnappable, and I don't know if those are distant cousins.
No, stampede, no good.
No good.
Very claustrophobic. Don't really find myself in too many situations like that anymore. If I can
Sure.
avoid it.
But you still just got to survive and sort it out.
I wouldn't. I would be dead.
Is
I
your
know that.
plan of action to like jump up and crowd surf?
That's
You gotta
not
get
the worst idea,
You got to
right?
You got to Jon Snow it and get up out of the melee. But I think it's a diagonal traverse out of the core of the stampede, and keep your feet wide base.
But this was a tunnel.
And F everybody else that's nearby.
Okay.
A tunnel. I don't know what kind of tunnel I'm visualizing either.
But hey,
A walking
again, if you need the stroke, my money's on you to get out of it.
Yeah.
I'm still.
I'll fire up the testosterone inside me
Yeah.
and just fucking live.
No problem.
Birthdays today, Jamie Langenbrunner is 50.
Oh,
I was a big
that
fan
was-
of his.
Oh, I thought it was the hot porn chick. It was in like the Blink 182.
No.
Jamie Lindemulder.
Jamie Lynn. What was her name, dude? This is bad. Jamie Lynn. No, it's not a Jamie. It's not a Jamie.
Close.
Yeah. Man,
You know what I'm talking about?
Of course. I
Lynn-
got the poster right behind me in the office.
Okay, dude. Complete side note. As you look-
Janine Lindemulder.
Okay.
I knew Janine, but I wouldn't have got Lindemulder.
2 days ago, right? We wake up and Christina, who doesn't outwit me with her dreams, like some women do, she basically said, I had the craziest dream. I'm like, all right. She's like, it was about Mark Hoppus. And I'm like, all right. Not too abnormal, I guess. I mean, it's a significant person, in her life. It's like, it was about Mark Hoppus, and I was so excited to meet him, and I met him, and all he wanted to talk about was how much he loved the dumb zone. Swear to God. I'm like, what the
Yeah.
I promise you, like that was, and that's the entire, all the info I got. There wasn't any follow up, and she didn't remember much more. But she's like, Mark Hoppus was just so psyched.
Yeah, I can't come up with too many things I'd be more excited about than the car tray via Whataburger, but a Mark
Hoppus
co-sign on the
finding out,
podcast. Yeah, I'd
how
take
he's
that.
a super fan.
I'd take that.
I love that you began that she never does this, and even though she never does it, you still meet it with the same enthusiasm of, all right.
Yeah, all right.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I have a new podcast too. Tell Mark.
Kellen Acosta is 30. This says Kemp Spin.
I don't know if we have a Kim spin or not. I think if anything, I think people used to, I don't know. Never mind. I thought there was rumors that he dated somebody that we worked with, but there's probably another one, like related to money.
I don't see him on the list.
Okay.
Maybe Dan knows something we don't.
Dan may know what I know.
Along those lines.
Kyle Kuzma is 30.
Nico.
And
that's one we just don't get on the ledger.
I just finished the Tim McMahon book. I listened to it. Could not believe that. Like he was going to offer up, the farm for Kyle Kuzma instead of PJ and Daniel Gafford.
Kyle Kuzma, canary in the coal mine for athlete who doesn't care about sports.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Where'd you guys settle on the audiobook that counts? Did you ever work that out entirely?
According to Dan, it does not count.
It does not count?
No.
But the good news is he's the only one who cares.
Yeah. It is an interesting thing. That popped in my head this weekend too, because I was going to ask something similar. The audiobook count as a book? Does the pool count as a shower?
That's not the same thing at all.
No, it's the same neighborhood.
No, it's really not. I was actually going to stop you when you said that the reading or listening thing was interesting, but then you made it worse. So no, it's not.
He's not completely. He's not completely off base. There's something about playing golf for 5 hours.
That's
you go
exactly
dip in
what
the
I did.
pool, and then you go get in bed.
Yeah, I'm like taking a shower now.
Okay,
See, but the problem with the pool is it makes your hair all messed up.
Yes, there's chemicals and
Yeah.
but you're just trying to get the sweat off of you.
Sure.
And I feel fine.
And there's a clean feeling with the chlorine.
Yeah.
I'm probably more on Team Sirois.
And you guys are going to get a lot of support because you're all cavemen. That's not, no, the point, it depends. Is your goal in taking a shower get wet? Because then yes, but for me no, it's
to feel clean, and the chlorine makes you feel clean.
See, I don't get that at all.
And you can
chlorine.
also give a leg scrub in the pool,
Which,
and
yeah.
if you want. It's something. You're not acknowledging that if you're dirty and you jump in a pool, you are cleaner than you were 30 seconds.
Yeah, if you have like physical, like dirt or like turf pellets or something, then yes. But I don't know that your skin is any cleaner from like a germ standpoint.
It's a little cleaner.
But you don't feel weird getting in the shower after you've been in the pool?
No, I love it.
It feels redundant to me.
I love it.
Well, that's why they also have a shower outside by the pool, too, for getting in primarily. But if you get out of the pool, you can do a little chlorine rinse and done. Then that's over with. And then you're clean?
No, the pool outs, the shower. No, you're not clean unless you use soap and an instrument to apply that soap to your body to get all the dead ass skin off of you.
Audio book, read the book. Same shit.
And listen, the reason I don't care about the audiobook one has no utility. But I'm actually having this argument with 5 and 6 year olds right now.
Okay, that's why you have such a strong stance.
No, because only a 6-year-old would think, boy, this is fine.
Well, I'm not saying regularly and to replace showers with a swim, but on a rare occasion.
Sauna?
I don't know how to apply sauna in here. What is
that a shower? I get pretty wet.
No.
Like I go sit down. I got a towel and I wipe off. Dry myself off.
You're making a mockery of it. Yeah. Joe Mixon is 29.
It's because you're mocking.
Speaking of making a mockery, bro, that's the closest I've probably ever gotten to being kicked out of a pro-ish type sporting event. Like I've been kicked out of a game I played in. We all have.
What? Heckling Joe Mixon?
From up close, dude. Machine and I. He'll be here tomorrow. You can ask him about it.
At what?
TCU.
Okay. So in college still.
Dude,
so
the video is
fresh.
The video's out. It's just out.
Yeah.
We're sitting in the OU section. My TCU's not really people. Never felt like a place where there were any checks on my behavior.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you'd go to places like big other college places. You're like, this could get bad. Like at Ohio State or at Michigan, or I've never been to Death Valley, but I imagine. But like there, it was like whatever.
It's I'm sure you guys talk about. It's so weird that video is violent, where he drills that girl.
And it's like a sucker punch.
Yes.
I may say that. Like, we square up, tough guy.
But like the Ray
Let her
Rice,
get her hands up.
Square up. But like the Ray Rice one happens, and there's video, and it's like because you're close to being washed, it's like this guy's out of the league. But if you're just coming in the league, it's like
same with Justin Tucker.
He's got a lot of years ahead of him.
Do you guys think it's uppity when people say caveat instead of caveat? One caveat, you're young. You can be like, oh, he's a 19-year-old. This person's, by definition, mentally retarded. Like, the literal definition of it, where Ray Rice, he's an old man. But I also feel like, in a weird way, people were madder at Ray Rice because it was his wife.
Yeah.
And then she was able to put that fire out for him. Tangled web we weave. Better just to not hit him.
Yeah.
Drake London is 24.
How's his career going?
I think
he's awesome, right?
I think he's pretty good.
And probably a big year ahead.
Our War Games leader, Barry Bonds, is 61.
Barry Bonds.
Career WAR of 162.8. Insane.
That might have been the first Blake drop.
It was.
Barry Bonds.
It was about Jenny Finch, too.
There it is.
Barry Bonds. Yeah. Oh, I have you to blame for the back to Pittsburgh one. That's right.
Oh yeah.
Really?
You could nah.
No.
Or was it Jubb?
Jubb.
Okay.
Jubb was the most Blake drop watchdog.
Karl Malone is 63, probably our first ever Kim spin.
Had to be on the list for sure. The first class. That's an insane story, dude. And we just whatever.
Rick Fox is 56. Nick Nurse is 58.
I'm generally confused by Rick Fox's existence. I don't, from like racial ambiguity on down to what does he do?
Is he Hollywood man or tried to be?
Yeah, for sure.
He's a handsome devil.
Definitely.
Linda Carter is 74. Explains why Dan's not here today. This will probably be Henry's birthday of the day. Jennifer Lopez is 56.
I'm still just the number one fan. She's really special.
This says Luke, but I'm pretty sure it's Luca. Is it Luca Magnotta? It's 43. The Don't F with Cats documentary.
Yeah, it was Luca. You remember that?
I never watched it.
It was good.
It was really good.
I know people liked it, but I know there was cat death at the beginning or something, like actual.
Well, the
video.
cat was already dead. You know, they didn't kill the cat. So
that's all I think of. I was like, I don't really want to watch that.
Jake Bendy Irwin is 27.
Oh, shit.
I think she recently got the Crohn's or something.
Okay.
I have an alert. So
you're out now?
RSS.
No, I'm in. Dude, somebody sent me, speaking of the documentary style, like we did this, I made like a Cowboys montage last week, like using the AI Liv Schreiber and AI John Facenda.
Okay.
And like I'm super obsessed with it. A guy sent me, he's like, hey, how'd you do that? And he sent me the documentary he made for his fantasy football league.
Awesome.
And I'm sure a lot of guys are doing this, but it's completely spoofing the every single documentary on Netflix now style, like over dramatic. And the story of the league was they asked Antonio Brown on Cameo to announce their draft order.
Okay.
And they got the cameo from him, like it was way late or whatever, but it was in between, literally, like you could tell when it was recorded and sent. It was in between him bragging about having sex with Gavin Newsom's wife on Twitter. And he just made a whole thing about I appreciate that there's dudes doing bits for just the homies.
Forward it.
Also, I can make John Facenda say anything if you want.
That is incredible.
You got any ideas?
Yeah. Right. Please sponsor Circus Roy show. Tuesday and Thursday nights.
The problem is your name, it always messes your name up.
Yeah, look at me.
I've learned this.
Sirois.
Yeah.
Henry, do you have a birthday
Both
of the day?
Acceptable.
I do.
Holy shit, we got a Henry's birthday of the day?
Yeah, because Henry
We're trying to connect with a younger generation.
Yeah.
You got Maddie.
We have Matt again.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to switch it up a little bit. And today's birthday is Guppy the Pug. 9 years old. An internet sensation for his permanent frowny face.
I was, we're all familiar with Guppy the Pug. If you see Guppy, you're going to know Guppy.
What?
I wish I had brought my laptop today now for the first time.
500K on Instagram.
Damn.
This ugly dog?
Dude, you guys ever had friends with pugs?
Yeah, they scare me.
They're so funny.
It's tough life,
They
man.
can't breathe.
They can't breathe. And like it was a house where I used to stay at and drink a lot. And like 5:30 in the morning, it's just dying.
Get
The
away
dog is
from me.
dying, dude. What are we?
I think your dog is dying.
And there's never one of them. You're a pug family, so there's 3 or 4 of these little MFers, and you want to love them, but they're
What's the matter with you?
It sucks.
Born on this day, now dead, Amelia Earhart.
Oh, dead, huh? I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's actually
Still alive?
There are people who think, man.
She was born in 1897.
People who think.
Right.
Okay.
Captured.
Alexander Dumbass. I couldn't even get through it. Gallagher, who smashed watermelons. And Javon Belcher.
Wow.
Rest in power, young kings.
That's a crazy story, man. Absolutely crazy. Is that all you got, Blake?
I can do dads.
I love football. Fuck me.
God, that's incredible.
It's pretty good, right?
And your dad's Martin Van Buren. Any guess on which president he was?
Shit.
Fuck you, Blake.
Peter Sellers and Paul Sorvino from Goodfellas. Dead on this day, still dead.
And that was Today in History.
18th president.
8th.
Yeah. Neighborhood.
What do you have coming up on your show tonight?
I really don't know yet. We probably will do some sort of tribute to the great Hulk Hogan, a good man. Just like I called Vince McMahon a great man one day on this podcast.
Did you get a little heat for that?
A good dude. And all in all, a good man. So definitely some
You
Hulk
could go,
talk.
I'm sure there's like a movie you could review.
Oh, yeah. No Holds Barred. There are some scenes from from No Holds Barred that probably will get played tonight. It's got to be a million. It's sort of like Ozzy, right? There's got to be 1,000 funny clips that you can dig up. So we'll probably do a little work on that this afternoon. Tribute to the Hulkster. And then general fun other than that as well.
Sounds good, man.
Sounds good, man.
Adios, mofo.
Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe and type for my name if you want to watch more of my videos.
And Aubrey was his name, a not so ordinary game. His leg is not the same, his kicks are like a sonic boom. You would never have to try and go for two. He can kick the ball from really anywhere. His nonchalant personality makes it seem like he has no care. And Aubrey was his name. We talked to him every week, starting in July. Ask if he likes training camp, he will lie. He will say, yeah, it's fun, but we all know he can't wait to be done. Does he ever listen to Jerry's opening presser? Does he ever almost made a 75-yarder, he was close. Just wait till this year, all you other kickers are toast. And Aubrey is his name, the most accurate kicker in the game. His leg strength is insane. He's special teams, so he stays in his lane. Hangs with the punter and long snapper. He played soccer, sold software, now a new chapter. He can kick the ball a country mile. Best friend is Dan McDowell. At least that's what